I was thinking about cold open stuff, and I was like, I don't know. I can't be funny. Only geniuses can do that. Out of the blue, like thinking about funny stuff. I can't think about funny stuff. I just do stupid stuff and hope people think it's funny.
You do stupid stuff and it is funny.
Yeah, see, like my German fist bump opening.
Yeah, or all the other wacky shit that you do.
I don't do anything.
Oh, oh, really? You
Hmm.
think you're normal?
I am extremely normal.
Oh, he's playing it straight, Christina.
That's all right. I love it. We're gonna loosen up as the show goes on.
Yes, yes.
Welcome
Wait,
to minimum
do
effort.
don't. What is that? What does the rest say?
Do
Uh,
or do or do not. There is no try.
oh,
Young
oh,
Skywalker.
oh no!
Young Skywalker.
Oh God, no! Oh God!
Nice.
Oh my God!
I got something. I got something. Not
Go,
Star
go,
Wars.
go!
Not Star Wars. Crows. I can do a crow.
You can do a crow.
No, chimpanzee.
Okay, let me do my pigeon because I didn't know other things were open.
Okay, go. All right, all right.
Man,
Okay, all right.
I don't know.
Okay.
It sounds like Chewbacca a little bit too.
Ah,
Like a little Chewbacca.
maybe a baby Wookiee. Yeah, maybe a young
Yes.
Wookiee.
maybe a little Ewok. You're a little
Yes.
Ewoky, you know? A little
Ewok.
Ewoky. You know? What is that?
What is
What are we
that?
doing?
Hashtag. It's a hashtag.
That's a hashtag?
It's hashtag.
Making you fired.
It looks
Hashtag.
No.
Wait,
No.
no. Okay. No
This is
hashtag
terrible.
lines.
I'm going to cut this out. No, I'm not. I'm going to keep it because it's sad. It's sad, and it only proves that we shouldn't be doing
It's
this.
amazing.
Anyway, no, this is a minimum effort. Is it? It's not going to be a podcast though because it's only going to be video, right?
Hey man, I just use
Sky's
it.
the
I
limit.
just say stuff. Maybe I'll put it on
Yeah.
Anchor, and then technically it will be.
Ooh,
Yeah, I could do
but then
things.
the stuff we show won't show on the podcast though. Anyway, minimum effort vidcast podcast. Welcome all.
I love
We're
it.
going to talk about what sumo and other stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Possibly anything related to sumo and whatever we feel like that day.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
That's perfect.
And
Very
we will put
niche.
these out when we feel like it.
Yeah.
Well, actually, whenever JJ feels like it, because JJ is a video editing master.
Wait, yes, this is true.
Let's
We
just
spread
say-
it amongst the three.
That's right.
I will
Right.
try doing it.
Just
and
like the
then
Instagram, it's not just one person. It is
I've
three
let-
of us.
recently, I've let you guys do most of the talking, though.
Yes, but you've been doing more posting about sumo in Japan, which is rad.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, we all have our strong suits.
And I've been following food accounts because
I know. I've noticed. I was like, "What? Are you mistakenly? You're thinking you're following with your own account, but you're following with the HONU account, or
No.
No. I don't want to mess up my personal algorithm, so I just destroy ours on HONU Sumo. On HONU Sumo.
HONU.
HONU.
HONU?
Oh,
HONU.
HONU
oh,
Sumo.
HONU.
HONU Sumo.
Who knew?
HONU Sumo.
Okay.
One
HONU Sumo. HONU
Hey,
Sumo.
there it is. Who knew sumo?
I love it.
All right.
But yeah, those are my content. Okay, Christina, she her pronouns. Got into the sumo stuff with JJ. Was lucky enough to be able to meet Minkin and like now we're a crew. Founders of the San Diego HONU Sumo Club. Yeah,
Remember, you came in and I saw people like rolling up their mawashis. Like, what's going on here?
Yeah. And I was all being helpful and it was getting my nerves out.
Classic Christina trying to help everybody.
Oh my God.
Exactly.
So classic Christina. That's how I get my nerves out. Have represented the US in women's middleweight. It was awesome. got my butt kicked a lot, but yeah, we'll get more into those highlights and stuff like that, right? Got second in the qualifiers, and got first in Cowboy Cup. Shout out to the folks. Shout out to Dallas Sumo Club.
Anything else? My name is JJ Jones. I'm Christina's soulmate.
Yes.
I've been doing sumo since about 2016. Injuries prevented me from doing a few tournaments at the time. A knee injury, Achilles tear, back-to-back years for the most part. First tournament that I was able to do is the U.S. Open during the pandemic. That was 2020. It was fun. It was fun. I lost every single match except for one, so I had a losing record. Yes, minimum
1-3.
Um,
1-3.
yeah, and that in that particular one, that's where I met Minkin, our other co-founder of HONU Sumo. That was it was great. I didn't think he liked me at the beginning because he was like, "Where do you train?" Where I'm in San Diego. I don't know about that, but eventually he ended up showing up. We trained a little bit of sumo. We got pretty close, and I think we've been trying to strangle and throw the world indoor, push him out of the ring for the last 2 years now. So we're doing great.
You thinking I don't like you? It's just Minkin. That's just Minkin. Everybody thinks I think some of my friends said they thought I was stuck up because I'll come and say hi, Minkin, and then walk away. No, that's because I'm shy. Hi, I am Minkin. I guess I'm one of the co-founders of HONU Sumo. I live in Japan now. I moved here last July 2021. So yeah, before that, I don't know how to introduce myself. You said medal. Hey, JJ, you didn't do medal counts. How many medals?
I know because my time is smaller.
JJ has like 6 medals. Okay. I have 0, but in my mind, I already have 1.
One medal?
Mm-hmm.
No, you have one trophy and a bottle of gold sake because you won an
international. Yeah, but that was Akita International Sumo. That's amateur.
Oh! You think that the one that I won mattered in the U.S. Open?
Yeah, mine just like bunch of pasty white guys.
I mean,
this is why it's called minimum effort, because of the humble twins that are Minkin and JJ. So yeah, just enjoy. Just enjoy.
All right. Anyway, so Minkin, I'm in Japan. I'm in Nagano, Japan now. I train here with a local high school, kind of local. It's in a different city. It's in Nagano City. I'm in Yamanochi Town. There are, I think, 5 of them now. Pretty good. One kid is like 320 pounds. Another one is like 280. Other ones are like 220. Yeah, they're pretty big, and they're like 15, 16, 17, 18-year-olds. So, and yes, I have 0 medals. Oh, no. I have 1 piece of paper that said I'm the champion and a big bottle of sake.
Yes.
But I don't have medals.
Okay. All right.
Aren't there gold flakes in that sake?
Oh, yes, they are gold flakes, and you can drink.
Well, that's just your medal into drinking.
I am fancy. Fancy, man.
Super fancy.
Let's see. Well, what is my position? What is it? Research and development?
Yes.
Oh, see, I got it right.
Yeah.
I am a research and development specialist.
That's right.
Where I advise on sumo techniques and say a lot of stuff, and then I don't even know what I'm talking about. It's like, no, head position, man. Head position. Like this, I don't know, just head position.
Yeah.
Use your forehead. Stick that forehead into their chest. Push up.
Yeah.
That's all you got to do.
I think I have many videos of you saying, push up.
Yeah, use your head and push up. Don't do it like me. All right.
Now that we've done the introduction, we're all anybody that's watching this probably knows this. The chance that somebody outside of the sumo community and or our friends and or families, our families aren't going to watch this. Our friends,
My
it's
dad
pretty
would watch
small.
this. My dad
Your
would
dad?
my
Okay,
dad.
So yeah.
yeah, fair enough. I think my family thinks I still do karate.
Wait, you've been
I
doing
never done
judo
karate.
and BJJ for last what, like 25, 30 years?
Yeah,
Yeah.
You still do your Karate
they think
Kid?
I do karate. Yes,
Or taekwondo.
yes, yes.
Taekwondo. They're like, how's taekwondo going?
Yes, yes.
I'm like, it's jujitsu. So,
They're like same thing. That's the same thing.
All right, guys. Now let's go ahead and talk about the world game.
I'm back in my bag, yo. Conscious. ISO. Diamond. Back in my bag and I ain't gotta brag, I do this shit for real. When we was down and we had nothing, we had to share a meal. We put the shit in overdrive with no steering wheel. Shorty throw that thing back in a pair of heels. Yeah, she be riding on that thing like a Ferris wheel. Yeah, I love them dark skin, brown skin, caramel. You know I had to bring it to the hood like she Karen Civil when she keep on turning head. Cause when she walk that thing, jiggle, and we going back to back on them like we
Yeah.
and Jay, thank you so much for you handling so much of that travel change, so that our team would be able to make it and just be able to have time to rest too when we got there before it was time to compete, because we got there on Thursday, weigh-ins, also like that's why HONU Sumo's algorithm is so messed up with so many foods, because I was hungry. I was really hungry.
She went through a fried phase, and then it went to a sweets only, and then I would see her in the cutting weight suit, looking just like you should probably stop watching. That's gonna make it worse. This is all like
Yeah. And then he would like Christina, I found this picture of this cake, and I was like, JJ, I don't want to see it. I want to see videos.
I was
And then
afraid
he
she
had
was gonna
that-
start like
he-
watching people stepping on cakes, like it might go
Y'all
sexual.
Y'all real JJ was like, Christina, I was like, now I have to watch people eat cakes. He was like, Christina, give me the phone.
I thought you were going to say she's going to try to eat the iPad or the phone or something.
I would have knocked her off weight.
Yeah. Tony Tone performed. Sheila E. Bootsy Collins was the narrator.
Yeah, the core was right.
Yeah.
Right? They had in some country band that I didn't give a fuck about. They had Nelly playing Hot Out Here or Hot In Here, and it was hot out there.
It was hot.
Singers, they had everything.
They had Yolanda Adams.
They had a drone.
Yeah.
Like literally a drone, like fireworks
drone
setup. It was crazy. With a QR. They made a QR.
Yeah.
It wouldn't let me scan, but other people said
fire.
It
Up in the fireworks, okay. Dang.
I thought it would have been great if somebody went up there and scanned it and it was like a dick pic or something crazy. Like I thought that would have been hilarious.
Just one misplaced drone.
That's all it took. That's all it takes.
Everybody, some people are pleased. Some people are traumatized.
The food was cafeteria food, but it worked. I ended up losing weight from the tournament. So I walked in and I was like maybe 182 pounds. I came back 175.
You lost quite a bit there.
I lost a lot of weight. Just the food was bland. It was cafeteria food, but my stomach didn't get upset, so I don't care. Right? That's the goal. You just need enough nutrients to get you through. The coffee was shit though, and I had to walk around and find coffee, and we found it, and I was happy. I was so happy, but that was like a necessity because they just had Starbucks burnt roast, burnt
roast,
light roast,
something
burnt
like that.
nasty roast.
I love cafeteria food, and I love coffee, but I can drink any coffee anywhere. So I definitely was living all of my Instagram food dreams in the cafeteria. It was amazing. I was sad I didn't get a grilled cheese sandwich. I told
Mhm.
myself I would get a grilled cheese sandwich. I didn't.
Yeah,
But
cookies.
yeah, I had cookies. I got a cupcake.
Why
It
why
was
didn't I see more like stories of food on the HONU Sumo page then?
because I wasn't following back. I wasn't following her
Should
like
just been like,
I was
Oh
just
no, no,
lurking.
she can't take pictures of it. It's not worth
oh,
it.
we
Yeah,
gotta take videos. Sorry.
Yeah.
Before that, coffee.
Coffee, yes. What
Coffee
about
was bad. Where's the place you guys go in San Diego that you keep tagging?
Cafe and Green?
Yes,
Cafe and Green,
that's the
bro.
only
Wait,
coffee
hold on.
you
It's not Cafe and Green. It's Caffeine and Green because I always say it wrong every single time. It's Caffeine and Green, and it's fucking delicious.
it's so good.
It's the best coffee in San Diego, and he supplies coffee. Like he roasts the coffee beans himself, and he sells those throughout San Diego to
Yeah.
other small coffee shops. So
Okay.
he's
He's a guy.
the guy. Yeah, he's the man.
Guy. And that's what you wanted in Birmingham, right?
I needed it. I needed it, but I didn't get it. So because I didn't plan accordingly.
Oh shoot, we had a dorm room. That part too. So it's two twin beds in the each dorm room. So me and JJ, we were able to room together. So we like pushed the beds together, like it was the 50s.
So
Yes.
actual dorm, like college dorms?
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay. So they
Yeah.
kicked whoever was there, they all kicked them out.
Now, it was summertime.
It's summertime, so
Pretty
nobody's
summer,
really
yeah.
Yeah.
There were a couple people like the what are they called?
The
people-
RAs.
The RAs, yeah. All right. Let's talk about prep work.
Yes. Yes.
Prep, yes.
All right. What'd you do?
Oh yeah. Yeah. No. But it was just the magnitude, not the magnitude. It was like, yeah, definitely was gym work and doing the cowboy cup, um, every Saturday practices. But I think the biggest thing was, you know, just looking to a lot of resources and people talking about how you kind of talk to yourself as a competitor and stuff. A big, a big thing that I do with my anxiety or when I get anxious about something is like I'll turn inside and be like, Christina, you shouldn't be doing this. You don't belong in this. This is a lot. You don't have what it takes. And I really wanted to like go through this process with the same mindset that I went through before I did the qualifiers in December. I have a really dope trainer named Tristan. JJ, I'm really lucky that like I live with someone who is doing the same thing. So he's encouraging, and he also, he also is just very understanding of like of just like of the type of support I need, and so yeah, it was that I think trying to put myself in as best mental place as I could, but yeah, it was I was doing 2-a-days and then 3-a-days for about like for like a month. I was doing 2-a-days, and then I went into like 3-a-days towards the end. And when I showed up in Birmingham, I felt strong. I felt good. I felt hungry. I was hungry.
Hungry for food or hungry for
Victory? Both.
Victories in a cookie.
Yeah. Victory.
it was food and then victory, or
Yeah. They were like equal. But yeah, it was. I couldn't have been happier with just like the prep and just my awesome teammates here at HONU Sumo Club that really showed up on the dojo. Shout out to Nancy, shout out to Mariana, and also shout out to like some of my my gym rat friends who would come to the gym with me, Blair and Naisha, and like definitely a shout out, just to JJ and also to you, Minkin, for any tapes or videos that you would see, you would be like, Christina, like work on this, like Tachi eye, bring the hands in.
Minkin was the real MVP here,
Yeah,
right? So
yeah.
even though we were doing a lot of work, like we're driving to LA, training here the day before, so we're doing back-to-back days, kind of beating up our bodies, hitting the gym, trying to focus on mobility and strength at the same time as it gets closer. So we were really putting in a lot. Minkin was coming in and he was like, "Hey, try this. Watch this. You should try this throw. You should do this." And if I had a doubt, I would look through like some of the previous things that Minkin said, like encyclopedias of like just start picking and browsing and learning and getting better at my sumo from there, you know?
And but Minkin, like for real MVP. Jay, talk a little bit about
while you guys were working hard, I was out here not doing anything.
I think you became a mountain man during that time. So there's that.
And giving us pointers on like how not to like bust your ass on clay dojos.
Yeah.
Like you were
all
like,
in your head.
Go ahead.
So like I basically am in the same boat as Christina all the way through. But I have to lift up some of my training partners, right? So when I went to LA, I worked with Jimmy. Jimmy's a beast and a gorilla of a man.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And if you allow him to grab you, he will pick you up like you are a child, right, Minkin?
Yes, it happens to me. Yes.
So that was like eye opening. And then working with like Joseph's really, really good at the edge, right? Which
he is, yeah.
Honestly, I plan on never being thrown off the Tawada again, right? Just because I've practiced so much with him, he's shown me so much, and it's very like sports oriented, that particular movement. You really can't find that in judo or jiu-jitsu that we do, right?
Like the pivoting throw at the edge. Yeah
he's so good at it. He's so
really good at it.
And just to think, he doesn't have any like formal training for anything like that, right? That's just what his body gravitated towards, and that's fantastic. We have 3 Delatorre brothers. We have the big brother, who's the smallest brother, that trains here frequently, right? And then we have Angel and Gil that would come down, and man, I had a 5-minute match with Gil.
I watched that.
I died. I thought I came back alive for a second, but I was still dead.
That's the thing, right? All the big guys have to do is kind of lean on you a little bit.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter. Like, I got to a really dominant position, and I was like, yeah. And he was like, oh, baby boy, no. And as soon as I thought I was done, and I was like, I start giving up. He's like, no, don't be a bitch. Like, okay, I'm still here. And of course, kind of the same thing with Angel, but he's so agile for being that big that it was a different setup. It was a different series of issues, which I absolutely love. I love the Delatorres. And then all of our in-house HONU Sumo Tories are fantastic. I have the American Mongolian. I love him. He pushes me in ways that I've never been pushed. We have Bowser, who I can hit in the face. I can hit him in the face, and he's fine with it. And I love that. We have our we have a middleweight. He's going to be the best. He's going to come out, and he's going to win the worlds. He's going to win everything. But we just got to get him to train. And that's Nero. I'm putting this target on you, Nero. It's time. Get your ass here.
Are you going to edit a photo, like a video in of him doing something?
We probably should. Yeah, maybe at least a photo or some shit. Right? Like, boom, Nero. He's right here. You guys see him? He's right here. This guy right here. Bam.
Here. Right. Over here. No, here.
My screen. If I don't add that in, I'm going to keep going here, and I'm going to say here.
My screen.
But yeah, for the most part, that was our prep work. Um, for lightweights, I think that undeniably you can say that the best country as a whole is the Ukraine,
Yeah,
right?
I
You
agree.
can,
Yeah,
if we have a Japanese at that level, that's that size, sure, he'll probably be better. But it's undeniable right now, medals to medals, that it's Ukraine. Ukraine, indoor Russia, depend. I
yeah,
guess it goes
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
piggyback. The only participation was from them. I noticed that there were some best practices that I was having an issue with. Um, as a lightweight, lightweight game is different. I've been trying to do big man sumo. I'm not big. I'm a
I mean,
lightweight. I'm a
I
lightweight.
mean, you are muscular compared to a lot of other. You're built compared to a lot of lightweights.
It's thick.
Oh,
Four
thick.
C.
Sorry, thick with
Four
two
C. Four C's.
four C's. Okay, four C. Thick.
I like that. Built like a brick house.
Yes, yes.
Brick.
But understanding that it's time to adapt my game, kind of modify it a little bit, also keep the soul of the style that I have. So it's going to be a balancing act, and it's going to be
Mhm.
interesting to see what that looks like in the next few tournaments that I'm trying to create my own new sumo style while embracing the fact that I am a lightweight. Um,
Yeah, you
so
already
that
have the basic like you have that solid what do you call it core. You're not easy to throw because of all your judo
right,
background, right? So that's one advantage you have, I think. Just it's hard to throw J. Well, I don't think many people have thrown you except for Joseph at like the edge,
yep,
right?
yep,
And
yep, yep.
me at one time at US Sumo Open, but
Who
me,
did you throw me?
well, I kind of spun you.
Did you?
I think it was.
I don't remember. I'm sorry.
I think it was like a spin out.
Was it a spin out? Oh, man.
Wait, I spun you and then I shoved you. That might be it.
Okay, okay, all right. That makes sense. That makes sense.
That made. But yeah, you're hard to throw, so I guess you should move into throwing.
I'm planning on getting into throwing.
Yeah, watch
Mainly because
YouTube.
I
My
had
man,
to I
watch
had to
YouTube.
step away from throwing, right? Because if I focused in on throwing, I would do more judo.
Yeah,
And
you rely too much on your judo experience.
exactly.
Throwing,
And
yeah,
Bayamba was pretty adamant that you know, you should be doing sumo, not judo, right? So you embrace the tachiai, and from the tachiai, you start embracing driving,
hmm,
right? And then from there, everything starts adding in. And for like a traditional judo throw, I give up space. I'm turning my back.
yeah,
If I don't have a grip, next thing you know, like if you're doing an uchimata or ippon or anything cool like that, all of those throws kind of expose your back. You don't want to do that.
yeah,
So it's more of a forward style game of judo, embracing the opportunity for side lateral throws.
yeah,
And it's taken me a while to get comfortable thinking about what that looks like. Once I
yeah. I was gonna
understood
say,
like Tawada working, right? Of course, we didn't have a doho for quite some time. So I had no edge work, no ring awareness. So
yeah,
understanding that, it's a process,
yeah.
right?
That's what I was gonna say. Like you now that you have your sumo basics down, you know what to do, pushing, thrusting, moving forward. You can incorporate throws now.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's anything from the pooling throw that I showed you,
Oh yeah.
Nage, Statenage, you can do leg trips. There's so many things you can do, and you already have how from all your martial art experience, you already have that image where you know how to move to get to
Mm,
that position, right? So I think once you can get all those throws down, I think you'd be invincible, and at least in the U.S. Lightweight, men's
right.
lightweight.
Also, spoiler alert, guys, I'm going to middleweight now. Middleweight
Well,
JJ. Let's go.
no, me. I'm going to go middle.
Okay, you go middle. I'll stay light.
No,
Whatever.
I want to say I want to. Oh, you can go middleweight. I want to
You already
win
told me. You
lightweight.
just told me no.
No, oh, okay, let's switch. I'm going to be
You
lightweight.
can't switch. You already said it.
I take it back.
You can't take it back.
Yeah, you can't edit it out.
Okay,
I'm never. I'm never. I'm not
gonna
gonna edit
be
anything.
187 pounds.
We'll figure this out. We'll fight
We'll
about this.
figure it out.
Or we'll go
Fight
first and
about
second.
this.
I'm down with that.
This is like Talladega Nights.
I'm second. You're first.
Nah, I don't. Okay, I've been talking so much crap this whole time, like this last like 1.5 years. I'm going to win the 2023 Nationals. I'm not going to go that far. I'm going to actually. I'm going to win it. I'm going to win
You're
it.
gonna win it.
You
You're
got
gonna
to.
win it.
I'm going
That's
to
what
beat
maximum effort
JJ.
is
I'm
about.
going to
Yeah.
beat Justin Kizzert. I'm going to beat
Oh damn.
Trent. I'm going to beat Joseph. I'm going to beat
Oh,
Josh Crook.
okay. You hear that, guys? He's coming for you.
He's coming for you.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what I'm training hard for. Once a month.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right.
Hells yeah, man. Hells yeah. Yeah, that's the move. That's the move.
That's the move. Pull in, press up, press with head. Ha!
Okay. So, Minky, can we ask you a question?
Yes.
Why didn't you tell me that they're going to put about a beach worth of sand on top of that doho?
They don't usually.
It was so much sand.
No, I was watching it. I was like, that's way too much sand. And it's not even wet.
I didn't. I wasn't ready for it. I tried to. I stepped on the clay when it was still wet. I was like, okay, I see this. And then, you know,
I don't think
didn't.
anybody was ready for it. I talked to Justin a little bit, and he was like, I was like, there's a lot of sand, right? And he was like, yeah. And Justin has done some, stuff on clay dohos, right? So I was like, he was like, yeah. So it was like, yeah, way too much, and they didn't wet the sand too, right?
No.
That's a problem. Like they need to wet that sand to get a little bit of friction. You want a little bit of friction, not like bulldoze through the sand.
I tried my best to try to grab the to water right at the end on my first match, and I it was like a sand mound right at the end. And as I was going, I just went boop, boop.
Over and out.
I was like, fuck. And so I just got embarrassed.
But you didn't. I didn't see that. Oh, I guess I didn't get a lot of watching.
Oh, don't worry. I'll send you.
You edit that in.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
I
don't know.
You're gonna meme it. You want to meme? You should get Corey from Dallas Sumo to give you that cutout of JJ meme.
I love the JJ.
You made that happen.
It's so amazing.
You
What is it? You're holding here.
Amazing.
Oh, it's here. And you're
Amazing.
I love it. I love it.
Oh,
So good. But anyway, we're talking about the ring. Yeah, no, I don't know what they were doing. It's like they were amateurs.
Yeah.
Doing the dohyo.
Well, I do know that the original plan was for them to do it, start 2 weeks earlier to build it.
Mhm.
I think what happened in actuality, they built it about 2 days before.
Yeah.
So I don't think there was enough time for the clay to dry out, and they constantly had the fan on there. The actual atmosphere had a lot of moisture, so I think they added a bunch of sand just to offset it, which, everybody else seemed fine with it. The international guys are like, whatever, don't give a fuck. I'm going to fuck your shit up. So that's fine. That's not an excuse or anything along those lines. It's just,
yeah, true. It's just, I think part of it was that a lot of the U.S. team this World Games, most of you guys were first timers, right?
Yeah, I think outside of Trent, Roy, and Robert, and Helen, we were all first timers. Oh, and Justin, sorry.
Justin, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So out of 19, four of them were seasoned.
Yeah, see. That's any international competition at all,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So that's partially because none of you guys have done on the clay dojo. That means
It was a first. And I, tried to do some work on pitcher mounds and that kind of stuff, but nothing really gets you ready for it. I do like that once we stepped in there, I was there and I was present. That felt good.
You felt like it was just you and your opponent.
Yeah.
For real. Like I spent not a lot of time at all in the middle for my matches.
Mhm.
But it was, I don't know, not to sound corny or anything. It felt very regal, very like honorable, and very like, like holy. Being in that space, like, for me, like seeing everybody who, the folks who put it together too, they even let some of the competitor, some of us help with some parts of it.
Yeah. Okay.
Um,
That's cool.
so like that was pretty cool. But then being there in the middle and just like the whole crowd like
It,
calming down.
and it was a big crowd, right?
Yeah, it was a really big crowd, and like the crowd being quiet, and then you waiting for your opponent to put their fist down, or you figuring out the best time for you to put your fist down. It just was.
It's a mental game. It's a
was
mental game that
it was
most
so
people's
cool.
when they see sumo, all they see is like the pushing, the thrusting, the throws. But there's like, I think truly half of it, is the mental game. And a lot of that is based upon the tachi and how you set up from the sankyo. It's that's truly half of the match.
Yeah.
If you look at it as like time,
Yeah.
that's more than half of the time
Mhm.
usually,
Mhm.
right? You step in, you bow, you do your thing, you step over, and you're looking at your opponent, and you're like, "Hey, motherfucker, we're
Yeah.
going,
Yeah.
right?"
Yeah.
And everybody has a different approach. I don't think there's a right way or a wrong way. It's always going to be whatever is yours, right?
Mhm.
Like professional sumo wrestlers always say, like, I did my sumo, I practiced my sumo, I showed my sumo.
Yeah.
Right? It's such an individual thing. You can throw 1,000 different things out, and there's nothing wrong, right?
Yeah. You could be.
Everything from like a hinka to
Yeah.
like a false start, a ashitori, whatever you want. It's all sumo.
Yeah, it's like you watch all the pusher thrusters. You see Abi, his is really like thrusting, right? And then you watch Takakisho, he comes in with his head, he goes bam, and he bounces back and then comes back, hits again.
Yeah.
It's different.
Or you see like Shodai, where he'll start all the way in the back, and that's just fucking with people's minds. Right?
Yeah.
Like he's there, and he's like, when Ura does it, it's because he has a particular couple setups for the ashitori, and he needs the space from the go, right? That's different. Shodai is just let's go. Let's go. It's a different thing. It's a different thing.
Yeah.
For me, I think the highs and the lows, right? For me, the highs is being out there and feeling like I do belong, right? Do I suck? Yes. Have I sucked before? 100%. I've gotten better. I will continue to get better, right? I went out there and I wasn't completely smoked, right?
True. Yeah.
I mean, I could have done worse, right? And that's good. That's good, right? I felt like I had a good showing for the limited amount of time that I've done sumo, or actually practiced sumo.
Yeah.
Practice it consistently too.
Yes, consistently. No injuries, just going out there. And I'm improving, and I will continue to improve. And I think that's the key, right? Another high is I went out there in the open weight division, and I went with the smallest Japanese person there, who was a middleweight, which is light heavyweight if we're doing any other tournament, whatever.
Divisions, yes.
And that guy, man, I went out there, butt cheeks out, ready to go.
JJ's first time.
Dude, how many times am I ever going to be out there with another person that's going to go pro, right, from Japan, at the world stage, on a clay doho? Like, it's so magical. I'm like, this is the time. If I'm going to break that seal, this is going to be the time. Everything else doesn't make sense.
Forever, you're like, no, I'm too American. I can't do that.
No, I said Puritan values.
Puritan values. Yes. Okay, JJ.
Those are nice. Yes, those are nice.
All right.
Yeah, I was like, Puritan, you're Muslim.
I had I picked between two people to tie it for the first time. It was either going to be Justin Kizert, who I absolutely love him, or it was going to be Yama. And it was kind of whoever I found first.
Yeah.
And Yama was there. He was looking at me. I was like, "Can you tie me?" He's like, "Of course. Let's go."
Yeah,
You
shout
know?
out to him.
And he did it. It was, I don't know how my Mawashi, I ended up having extra material. So we had to retie it. And now, did I think my balls were going to fall out? 100%. I was terrified. But, you know,
They didn't fall out.
They didn't fall out. They didn't fall out. I also felt like I was still wearing compression shorts. So I think the approach that I had, where I was compression shorts forever until then, I think that was the right step. And I think that was good.
So are you going to do all tournaments from now on? You're going to go butts out?
I think so.
Practice, you have your compression shorts on, but
yeah, and practice. I'm trying to get more people to practice, and I don't want them to think we're shooting porno.
Somebody asked me today, because I was getting one of our other teammates into sumo, and she was like, "Is it okay if I wear like shorts?" I'm like, "Oh, girl, like we're wearing bands."
Yeah.
I don't know.
You're not going boobs out. No.
We're not. We're gonna be butts covered.
But that's a part of it, right? The PR part of sumo is you have to fight. You have to fight it a little bit, because people see,
really,
and you know, they think you're going to be you know, akibono, right? But you don't need to be. It's just like regular wrestling. There's weight divisions. You have to wear muwashi, but outside of that, you know, if you're wearing shorts underneath, I'm sure if we had Muslim country, we have Iran. I saw them do a tournament with females, and they have like the compression sleeve hijabs, right? Yeah. So there's a space for everyone in sumo, and I think that's our job. Our job is to spread sumo to the masses as a legitimate sport, and you know, embracing the kind of embracing the differences, but also honoring the professional scene, the grand sumo.
And like, I think kind of like, you know, lifting you up, making, you know, in your role of really, you know, being helpful and making sure that the way Jay and I participate and show up in this sport is in a respectful way.
But both of you guys are pretty always respectful. I don't think you go scream and shout that you want a match, right?
No,
but we're always like Minkin, what's, can you give us the context of this rule or this move or how it's done? And I know for me, anytime the 2 times I stepped into the dohyo, you know, spending a lot of time with the ritual, you know, before, and really going through the steps, not only to like calm myself down, because that energy was just like being hooked up to like a power source, and being so nervous, you know, knowing so much about the person I was about to go against. You know, my first match, it was against someone who from Poland, who won first place, right? And just being nervous, and then, you know, having that moment right before you put your fist down, where it's like I'm here and I'm supposed to be. Let's do this. Yeah. So yeah, no, it's it's just being really appreciative, you know, making you being like you know, you being that resource. And, you know, I'm really appreciative of you too, Jay, because you're always you know, you're always down to share with me what, you know, you pick up from Mencken, and also what you know and have studied as someone who's you know, really up there in martial arts.
Thank you. All right, my Lowe's is losing. There it is.
My
there
Lowe's
it is. All right, cool. All right.
What? Christina's got to get that gold though. Christina, you gotta plow through all the women.
It's like breaking news. Go.
I got into this really cool like leadership program for like leaders, black leaders. So I won't be September 1st to September 5th. So I won't
That's
be
consulate's.
at the
That's
consulate.
consulate's cup.
Yeah, that's the Consulate Cup weekend.
And my birthday.
So,
Stop
yeah.
being such a good person, Christina.
I'm a terrible wife because I'm abandoning JJ. Birthday. It's okay. I'll have to spend the rest of my life making it up to you.
Remember what the prophet Kanye West once said?
I was going to say, what profit?
All I want for my birthday is a big booty boss. So we also are going to do the Sumo Open.
Let's stop. It looks like
following
I'm doing
weekend.
gang signs, so I'm going to stop
Which is
doing.
wild. It's wild that it's the following weekend.
Oh, wait, so it's Consulate's Cup and then Sumo Open, U.S. Sumo Open.
Sir.
But at least that's in L.A., so it's not a bit too big of a travel.
Yeah, but
it's gonna be a big day because we gotta spend the night, don't we?
we never spend the night.
Yeah, we never spend the night.
Are you
We
gonna,
always say we're
We
gonna
weigh
spend the night.
in.
We
you
wait.
gonna go weigh in and then drive back?
We'll do we spa.
I doubt. We always say we're
I'm
going
gonna say Korean spa, yeah.
We never do it. We've never done it. We always say we're gonna do it.
We just
never do
drive
it.
back. We just weigh in and
If-
drive
If
back.
I was there with you guys, I would make you do it.
That's fair. And
I would make you do it, but I will go back.
We have a showcase in Las Vegas.
I saw that. I saw that you talking to Jordan in Nevada. Jordan?
Yes.
Shout out to
Right.
Jordan.
Woo! So yeah, we have a showcase coming up. Hopefully we can really get a Las Vegas Sumo Club started.
Was
I
it?
know
Jordan do it.
Jordan's by himself right now.
Isn't
Even
Garrett-
though he has all the best wrestlers in the state with him, it's hard to get people from one thing to another thing.
Mhm.
Right?
So yeah, that's US. You have that showcase? It's just going to be you and Jordan.
Jordan, hopefully Christina. We'll put on some Hawashis. We'll go out there. We'll show some sumo. We'll do like a few matches. Maybe call out some of the guys. Try to get them to go. I want to have a slightly different approach than other events, right? So not so much like, oh, this is my sumo guy against this person, and we go. Oh, I won. I don't need to do this shit ever again. Like that's not what I want. We're gonna beat some people's asses. They have already signed waivers, so we're gonna hit them. We're gonna go, right? And we're gonna have them try to go against each other and see if they can beat each other, right? You're not gonna beat us. I'm gonna beat your ass. That's what we do, right? I think that's the difference. And I doubt I'll be able to get a heavyweight there. If I can get a heavyweight there, that'd be rad.
Yeah, we don't really have heavyweights.
We don't have a heavyweight. We have light heavyweights. I don't have a full heavyweight. So I'll reach out and see if I can get a couple heavyweights just so we have the full scheme of sumo. So we already have a woman. We have a lightweight. We have a middleweight. I want to have at least one actual heavyweight. So they're like, sumo comes in all shapes and sizes, right? So that'll be rad. Ooh, what's up? Oh, we have a special event to be announced that's happening in California. That's all.
Ooh. See, I don't even know this. This one I did not know about. So.
I know you don't know.
I am surprised. I mean, I'm
know.
not going to be able to be there, but
Probably won't be able to be here. But maybe
wish I had more time off and money.
we will figure it out. We will truly figure it out. We'll talk about this afterwards. But oh, hey, Rankin, did you add something on here? Rankin, you did, didn't
Towards the end?
Huh?
Towards the end?
Yeah. Did you add
Outro?
Did you add nationals with Minkin winning gold?
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, nationals with Minkin taking the gold next year.
All right. See, there we go. There we go.
Yeah.
All right.
Maximum effort.
I mean, that means I have to beat both Justins, JJ Jones and Justin Kizzert, at least you guys, and there's a bunch of others I have to beat.
Oh, let me tell you something. I've been working some stuff too.
Me too.
And I haven't shown you.
Ooh, I should stop showing you stuff.
No. Show me.
I'm showing you.
You're going to see it, but after this recording, you haven't seen it. Be afraid. Be afraid.
Very
It's some big boy shit. It's some big
and then
boy.
he's just gonna come out like he's a heavyweight and like bear hug me,
See.
and then toss me on my side and then hurt my ribs.
What?
No, I'll spike you on your head and finish
Oh,
your
sorry.
career.
Oh, you're gonna kakinage me, and then we're both gonna
Yeah.
fall on the head.
And then you could be Oracle. Okay, all right. It got dark. It got dark. I'm sorry. It got too dark. There we go.
So 2020 World Championships was supposed to be in Poland.
So the next World Games.
It's a combat, right? World Games, actual World Games is in China.
The next World Games is in China in 2025.
Yeah.
I think the next. You know what? I don't know. I don't know how
I was
these work.
looking at the calendar. I think next year, I don't know if they're going to do World Championships because next year there's a World Combat Sports, and is it?
Yeah, I think that's the next
July?
one, and that's the one that everything is paid for, like transportation and
What?
stuff. Yeah.
Okay, I got it.
So, but I think it's only the first place winner.
It's happening. What is it? This is triangle. All of us. Okay. Okay.
Okay. All right. That was, I'm gonna cut that.
No, that's the funny part. Don't cut it.
I'm not cutting anything.
I was gonna say you don't need to cut anything. It's just too much work. Just load
That's
it
what I'm saying.
So,
Yeah, Japan. Obviously, we're gonna go see Menken.
See me. You want to train with the boys here? I'm gonna ask.
He's gonna be in charge of our training camps out there. Apparently, we can go to a couple different staples out there.
Oh yeah, you were talking to Angel and Gilberto, or
yeah. So they're in Japan. The U.S. Sumo Federation has a relationship with one of the stables out there where we can go train.
Okay.
Yeah, including
maybe is it going to be Musashi Maru's stable? Maybe.
I don't know. I was trying to be present for the tournament while we were talking about it, and people were talking about too many side things.
You got to stay focused, yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
But there's some relationships that we have out there that we can go.
I really want to go to a couple of stables. Naruto Bea, which is former Koto Oshu.
Yes.
He's got some good guys over there. One Sekitori and then a bunch of Makushita guys that'll probably be good. I mean, too good for us, obviously. We got
way too good for us.
We have to go against the guys that are really at the bottom, and they're still be better than us. So
100%. That's how this works.
You're gonna.
I definitely want to get out to what is it? The female sumo club out there.
Oh yeah.
I really want, like, even if it's on the other side of the country, I want to make sure that Christina can go out there and go train.
Easy. You can just if you're staying in Tokyo Central area, fly anywhere. It's easy. The longest flight will be like.
I don't know, man. Where are we gonna stay, Menken? What is going on?
I mean, Nagano, you can come for like 3 days or something.
Yeah, I know. You think you're gonna stay in Nagano when we're in Japan?
No, Tokyo.
Tokyo,
Osaka, Kyoto.
Yep. So Menken's gonna meet us in Tokyo. We're gonna hang out. We're gonna keep going.
You guys are gonna
halfway through.
Yes.
Those trainings are gonna kill you, man. Even the high school training, I'm dead by the end.
I'm aware of this.
2.5 hours, man.
But what's great about this is it's gonna be all three founders together, stomping around in Japan. It's gonna be dope.
100 shiko at the beginning, really slow, right? And then you got to do all your suriyashi, and then this suriyashi. And there's a new one. I don't have a good video of me because I'm crap at it. You do your suriyashi, and then you incorporate the pulling throw. So you pivot, you go push, and then you pivot and throw, and then go again, pivot and throw, practicing your pivot, your pulling throw.
You're going to have to send me a video of this, right?
Yeah. I have one of me doing it, but really horribly. And then at the end, I'm like, I know I'm not doing it right, guys?
Okay, all right. I still want to see. I want to see the crappy one, and then I want to see if I could try to do better.
Man, it was hell because it was summer, nonstop. Did you see the videos I uploaded yet, or?
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
crazy. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Last
Also, that
match.
little guy, man, his Tachiai is good. It's so good. I was like, okay, here we go. This is a high schooler, not like the giant person.
15, yeah,
But
15 or
then he came
16.
out, and I was like, oh my god,
Fast
Binky's
and
got a
strong.
long day. This is a long day.
It's
At
tough.
least it's open air.
Out. Kind of, yeah. Kind of out in the heat, 90-degree heat. Sweating, sweating, sweating. Sweat all over. Everybody sweat on each other. It's fun. Yes, I do not like you guys.
But speaking
Okay.
of people that we like and love, we need to do some shout outs. Shout outs to the supporter of the worlds, right?
Yes.
So-
Shout
Get it.
out to everybody who came to support us in the crowd physically.
Yes.
Okay. Definitely wanted to lift up Roy, Trent, Yama, Tom, Andrew, Jose, Brenda, all the folks that showed up. And also we had an attaché named Dennis. And also shout out to Kelly as well.
Your lady got sand in her eye, came back and was like, I'm gonna take pictures of y'all. So I'm going to add some of the pictures that she took to this video somewhere.
Montage.
It'll be in the end.
So great.
It'll be in the middle. Might be a collage. I don't really know how anything works. We'll see how it all ends up. But she took some great photos. The first time my butt cheeks were out, she took some photos of that. Man, I got.
I think we gotta edit those butt cheeks to make them look bigger.
He looks so beautiful. It was great. Those pictures were awesome.
They're awesome.
And the
Kelly did a fantastic job recording every match, every single match from Worlds.
Yeah.
Which it's a fountain of education
Man.
that is only going to build up this nation.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
There's a lot to learn from your mistakes, right? Watching those matches.
Also, you can see best practices in full display, right?
Yeah.
So you get to watch, the approach to the Ukraine's approach to different styles. Ukraine versus a giant, like Stanislav versus a giant man from Poland. You get to see a lot of different stuff, right?
Yeah.
So that's good. Tom full supporting us, like he's the man, right? Once again, the grandfather is John Jog, obviously. I think the father is Tom. I think my Texas boys taught me that,
And then the uncle, the cool uncle, the funkle.
The funkle.
Is it
Justin?
Huh?
Justin Kizzard is an uncle.
Yeah, he's the uncle.
I like more uncle. I like more
Justin-
uncle. Okay.
Young uncle.
Youncle. Yeah,
Young
young
uncle.
uncle. Yes,
Young
yes.
The
There.
young uncle.
I think we finally figured it out.
Yeah, and I think who it's a huge accomplishment, right? To be on that world stage. It's a huge accomplishment to like be in that dojo for a long time with other world talent. So like definitely wanted to shine some light on JJ and like the other competitors who were other world team members who held it down in the dojo. And like shout out to, it's even more rare, right, for folks to win matches. So shout out, and one of our folks made it to the semifinals.
Yeah,
Arrows
yeah.
did.
Woo,
So
Arrows.
like, shout out to Arrows too, and
She was literally the best we had.
yeah,
She went out.
No, yeah. I was watching her, man.
She had hard battles. She has the heart of 17 men. I'm telling you, she is the best.
What is it, like 17 beings? Like
yes.
she's the bomb, and she like all of us, right, in the spirit of maximum effort. When you get a little too critical of yourself, like maximum effort is all about, it's about acknowledging what you need to work on, and it's about acknowledging when you went out there and kicked ass. So definitely shout out. Hope she knows she kicked some ass. and of the
And she's
other
got many more to go. She has many more international tournaments to go.
Oh, for sure.
hell yeah, she does.
Like
With
I
yeah.
think honestly,
experience,
the
I
next one she'll win.
Mm-hmm.
Like she'll definitely get to the podium. I can see gold, or
Yeah.
at
Uh,
if the momentum's right, it's at least silver.
mhm.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah, hell yeah. And Kelly, were to represent for like the women competitors too, like, Kelly Ann
Kellyanne,
killed it.
yes.
I mean, just such an amazing match to watch. Your lady killed it as well.
Yeah.
It was just
Our women
amazing.
showed up.
Yeah,
Our
showed up
women
and
showed
out.
up.
Showed up
They
and showed
killed
out.
it. They truly killed it.
Yeah.
Us men, we got some work to do. We got some work to do. It's cool. I'm with y'all.
Maximum effort.
We did maximum effort. It may have looked like minimum effort, but we.
Yeah, I was watching. I was like, "What is going on here?
No,
Where are all my U.S. men?"
It got tricky. It got tricky.
Andrew, though, that slip, that was because of too much sand.
Once again, we all were dealing with too much sand. Other countries figured it out. We didn't. So
I know it's not an excuse, but just watching it, it was definitely the slippage because of the sand. Don't want to, you guys don't have to make. You don't.
We will never validate.
I will make the excuses for everybody.
Okay.
Because I wasn't there. I didn't compete, so I can make the excuses.
Well, let me just say, as 1/3 of this HONU Sumo founders, I will say that I do not validate what he says, but I hear you and I appreciate it.
It was a lack of experience.
Oh, that's 100%.
Yeah,
I will second that, and if she seconds it, I third it.
Yeah, I second it.
Then I fourth my own thing. Okay.
I love it. It's the motion passes. But yeah, in the same way of definitely lifting up more more of that, more experience needed. I wish I could do nothing but matches moving forward on a clay dojo. It was so great, and I loved that I wasn't like weak and was afraid of it. Like I got a little a thing on my knee because I like fell off. I got like blasted out by one of the the competitors from Poland.
Do I want to say that we've been looking at Zillows to buy a property outside of San Diego to maybe build a clay dojo? Yes.
Hell yeah.
I remember you guys talking about possibly moving out, to the outskirts of San Diego, but I didn't know that was a dojo.
Well, so there may or may not be a house on 5 acres of land that we are looking at, and of course,
3 dojos.
We're definitely not going to do that. I am not rich, but I will definitely build one for the passion and the love.
Yeah.
Well, if you guys build it, if you guys move there,
they will come.
If we build it, they will come.
If you guys move there while I'm in San Diego for the nationals next year, then I'll help you out building that, hammering that dojo. If it happens, though, obviously.
Of course.
Heck yeah.
A lot of things have to happen, and a lot of money has to show up from somewhere.
That's the biggest issue. A lot of money. Yep.
Yes. Especially to get the clay. Even though,
just find clay somewhere, steal some clay.
I'm sure somebody has free clay somewhere. I'm gonna.
Yeah, they're like, I'm digging a thing.
Offer up, look for clay.
We just have this big thing of clay in our backyard till we move.
Yeah, do it like Japanese stable style. You just, some places don't even have the tawara, right? It's just they dig it in a little bit, and then it's just the ring is the edges are what they use as tawara. If you look at some of the stables, really makeshift, easy one to do.
We may or may not have some tawara from somewhere.
What?
May or may not.
May or may not.
I will not confirm or deny.
Nor deny.
There's a lot of things I can't talk about and neither confirm or deny.
Nice.
We cannot say on via the internet, but we will definitely say in our private chat afterwards.
I love it. It's so secretive.
Of course, you can't put everything out there.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, this is.
No, you won't.
Well, Minkin, just don't run into Eric in the open way again, and I won't see her.
Hey, that was fun. That was fun. Okay.
I know. I talked to Eric about it, and he was like, "Yeah, that was."
I flew like 2 feet and he went bam.
Nice.
All right. I think that's it for this podcast, right?
All right.
It was super long. It's the first one. Sorry, guys. Have fun with it.
This is minimal effort vidcast podcast show with the founders, HONU founders. We're doing it quarterly initially. Maybe
Yes.
depends on how well this first episode is received too, right? And how much time JJ has, because JJ is a technology man.
Yes,
This is podcast. This is vidcast. This is video number 1, and we're gonna do it.
Number one.
Minkin's
number one. Minkin's number one. Minkin's number one.
Not
Minkin's number one.
Not
Minkin's number one.
Will be.
Will be number one. Hashtag number one.
Will be number 1.
No, Minky, you're already. You gotta live this.
Watch me. I'm talking so much crap. I'm like, I'm going to be number 1, and then I go down in like the second round.